But you can't have electronic. Well, how do you use YouTube? I'm confused.
Well, there's like somewhere that we go. It's like we have to pay like $300 just to stay a night. But we go there to watch YouTube sometimes. And
You like Trump?
Oh, yes.
Do you like Trump?
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know. Do the Amish like Trump? I didn't know that.
Oh, probably 99% of them.
Are you serious? No, good.
No, there's Amish with smartphones.
Oh, really?
Yes. I mean, in our community, there's no computers.
Welcome back to Pinecraft, Florida. This is the premier Amish spring break destination in Florida. Yes, you heard that right. This is the premier Amish spring break destination, probably anywhere in the world, but certainly here in Florida. And I was here at this time last year, and it was fantastic. I met a few Amish friends here. A few of them made some new Amish friends. A couple of them were shunned Amish. And right, because of the shunning?
Yeah, because of the shunning, I'm staying here. Yeah, I was picked up. They said don't bring him back, so.
And I'm a little nervous coming back here a year later because I don't know. The video got quite a bit of attention, and there were some Amish people, I think, who didn't like the fact that I was showing shunned people and they were telling sort of what happened to them. And you never know how people are going to respond to your videos. So I feel a little nervous coming back here this year because I have no idea what people are going to say to me, if they recognize me or if they've seen the videos. So am I going to be chased out of Pinecraft with pitchforks this year? I have absolutely no idea. I certainly hope not, because I really respect the Amish and I love the Amish and I like their culture, and I hope that does not happen. But so what am I doing here again? Why am I coming back? First of all, I live only an hour away, so I want to come back. First of all, I would like to see Harvey again and maybe Katie. Those are two of the favorite people that I met last year while I was here. So I'd like to, if I can find Harvey especially, I really would love to. But I want to see if we can find Harvey. I can't remember exactly where he lives, but I'm going to look around for him. And maybe we'll make some new Amish friends here too. So let's see what happens here today in Pinecraft, here on spring break. We don't have any, we're not going to wet t-shirt contest, folks. We're not going to booty shake contest. Maybe this is not the Florida spring break that you envisioned when you clicked into the video. I don't know. This is Amish spring break, folks. Come along. Let's come along for the ride, shall we? Let's go. Bit of an Amish traffic jam here. Got to pass the Amish very, very carefully. I don't want to get a reputation as a dangerous driver in an Amish neighborhood, because when I was here last year, they told me that that's one of their big pet peeves, is people driving too fast here in Pinecraft. So I'm not going to be one of those guys. Got to be careful. All right, I just found Pinecraft souvenirs. This is my friend I made from last year. So I'm going to ring her doorbell and see if she's here. This woman has a wonderful accent. Why? Tell me.
No snow.
Right, no snow.
And all the people, sunshine.
Right, so that was a little bit weird. So that woman, I spoke to her last year here. She was super nice. I said, oh, I'm making a video. You know, could I interview you for it? Sure, no problem. But this year, you know, I reminded her of who I was. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I knew she was looking at me trying to place who I was, so I thought I'll just tell her. And the reception I got was much cooler. And I just sensed it. I did not even ask to put her on camera this year, because she was talking to an older lady, and there was not a friendly vibe at all. She was not, no, I shouldn't say that. She wasn't unfriendly, but cool. Not like last year, right? So I was thinking, uh-oh, maybe she got some blowback from the community for appearing on my video. Sure hope not. And I'm not doing very well. I'm playing against another Dave, and he's beating me 10-0 already. And so we're down 10-0. And I'm already in the hole by 10 points. I lost 10 on the first one, so we're gonna have to make it up here, Dave, because I had no idea I'm playing against someone who's very, very good. You actually know what you're doing, so. Dave is an extremely nice guy to play against, although he's an extremely good player. However, the nice thing about him is, even though he's my opponent, he's actually giving me advice and telling me how to play, and he's giving me technique, and even though it's not in his benefit, he's still helping me out. Absolutely smoked now. We're in 17 in the hole, and our opponents have 56 points, so they're on their way to victory, it looks like, unless we can pull off a miracle here. But I tried my best. What could I say? The two gentlemen, the gentleman and his grandson, were from Ontario. and the other gentleman was from Ohio. A couple of other guys we were talking to, and they're from Indiana. And we're hearing from them is it costs anywhere from like $80 a night. One guy said he was paying $80 per night for his apartment that he was renting here. One of these little kind of jobs, all the way up to could be a couple $100s a night depending on how big the place is. And they take buses down here. And one gentleman was telling me the bus from Ohio took him, I think he said 18 hours, and it was a couple $100, 200 for him, 200 for his wife, round trip. And they come down here for 2-3 weeks, and they've been doing it every year. And I said, I asked him, so what do you do when you're down here? You go to the beach? No. We just play shuffleboard. So it's no wonder why we lost. These guys are just out here. Is hear me making excuses, right? Why did I lose? Because these guys frickin' practice all day long. I actually didn't think I played badly, but these guys are clearly better than me, the Amish. So got my ass kicked by the Amish in shuffleboard. I have not found Harvey yet, nor Katie. So I'm gonna have to look around. Another thing I thought was really interesting about this young man, he was 19 years old. So he works in construction, right alongside his grandfather, who he was playing with. And it's just the two of them on this trip. So it's a grandfather and grandson trip. They've come here together before. And 19 years old. And I asked him, so how do you like going on vacation with your grandfather? And how do you like coming to Pinecraft with him? He said, oh, I love it. And he was really, you know, it wasn't a fake I love it either, too. Like, so I thought that was really sweet. I mean, imagine most 19-year-old boys for spring break, what do they want to do? Probably not hang out and play shuffleboard with their grandfather in Florida, right? But he seemed genuinely to say that he really enjoyed it. But when I said, hey, could you come on the video with me? He said, oh, I don't think I'd be allowed to. So there's that, right? Saying that Harvey may have left. So you don't think he's here anymore?
I haven't seen, I've been here since January 1st. I haven't seen him, so.
When's the last time you saw him?
I can't tell you.
You think he's gone? Like he might have gone back up north?
He's got family in Ohio,
I know he does, yeah.
and the relationship hasn't been the greatest.
No, I know that his wife, he had issues with his wife and getting shunned. He's an interesting guy. He's a real nice guy though. Like he's got a real sweet tooth. So I brought him a couple slices of pie because I know he loves pie. And I just wanted to say hello to him. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What kind of work do you do up there? Or are you retired now?
No. We've got Raber's bookstore,
Okay,
and we've got a crew, excavating crew, putting in natural gas systems.
okay, cool. Raber's bookstore. So you're a bookseller.
Yeah.
That's cool. What kind of books?
Mostly religious that cater to the Amish. and the
Okay.
Mennonites.
Oh, nice. Nice.
In June 11th, my wife passed away.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
2 days later, my oldest daughter passed away.
No, I'm so
6
sorry.
weeks later, my mother-in-law passed away.
No way.
So
I'm so sorry.
when Hurricane Debbie went through, I had 43 inches of water on the carport and 11 inches on the inside. When the last hurricane went through, it ripped the sun porch off the foundation and
Oh my gosh, I'm so
every
sorry.
inch of the roof.
I'm so sorry.
So
How did all those people die?
my wife had, it started out with a stroke,
Oh,
Memorial Day, and then she was a week in the hospital, coming back, and a week in rehab, coming back,
oh my goodness. How old was she?
73.
Young, pretty young.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, when the last 3 days, she gained rapidly, and it scared me.
Oh my goodness.
So often, when somebody's got health issues, and they're
Yes.
on a level,
Downward spiral.
and they're getting like this, watch out. The end is near. Usually the end is near.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. And you said your daughter died also? Is that what you said?
2 days later,
2 days later.
yeah,
And completely unrelated? How did she die?
she had cancer in the liver.
Oh.
She was diagnosed in October and
Goodness.
died June 13th.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Oh my goodness.
like I say, I can
Oh.
this damage down here I can fix,
I'm so sorry.
but not
Which damage? What'd you?
the flood damage and the roof damage.
The flood damage. Okay, right. But when you lose your daughter and your wife, my God, it tests.
You know, that's why I'm losing weight.
You're losing weight. Let me see. Really? So how many pounds are you down to?
I'm not even sure. I probably lost 20-something.
From the grief?
Yeah, grief,
gosh.
and not, I don't eat as much. And,
I'm so sorry for your loss.
uh,
It tests your faith, doesn't it, at a time like that? How are you getting through it?
yeah, just through prayer and
Yeah.
blessings of God. And lots of good friends that encourage me.
I'm so sorry for your losses. My goodness. That's
I-
terrible. And how old was your daughter?
49. I
And
was
does
born
she-
100 years after the California Gold Rush.
Okay, so the California Gold Rush was 1849.
You're
So you were
right.
born in 1949.
Yes.
So my math is not great, but you were in your 70s.
70. I'm 75 now.
Well, you look great for 75. Are you got a nice bike, by the way, too?
Yeah.
Is this an electric?
Oh yeah. I wouldn't ride anything else.
Really? You can go pretty fast on this thing, huh?
About not quite 30 miles an hour.
But wait, now are you Amish or Mennonite?
Amish.
You're Amish. So you are allowed to have the electric bikes?
Yes.
So what are the rules with that? So cars, no good, but electric bike is okay,
Yeah.
basically. Even though it has power, like what's the rule? What's the rule about that?
Well, we've been riding bicycles for.
Oh yes, but
regular
not
for a long time,
oh, of
and-
course, regular
and
bicycles,
not
sure.
the electric are getting so popular, and they're just allowing them.
So they're allowing it. Who makes the decision? Like the priests, or who decides whether things are
Well,
okay or not okay?
We've got a bishop and 2 ministers and a deacon, and then something like this, the five oldest members have a meeting and discuss it, and if they're all on the positive side, they allow them, and if it's
So it's like a vote,
yeah,
and basically they decided electric bicycles are good.
yeah.
And so everybody was able to get one. What about phones? Now, there's different rules with cell phones in the Amish, correct?
Yeah,
Well, you could have a phone.
yeah.
However, there's some rules about it, aren't there? I
Yeah,
forget.
iPhones are,
No good, right?
yeah.
Because they're very expensive and showy and stuff, right?
Yeah, well, and you can do anything with an iPhone, you know.
Look at pornography, things like that, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of phone can you have? Just a regular one?
Yeah, flip phone,
So what kind of phone have you got?
pretty popular
So it's just-
one.
So it's just one of those guys, Verizon, just a regular kind of phone. So those are good. So basically, what's the general rules? Modesty is the important thing, right?
Yeah,
Just not being a show off, or what's the important thing?
do not to conform to the ways of the world.
Right.
So
That's one thing I really respect about the Amish. I really respect your culture for that. I mean, especially the whole rest of the world is going crazy, aren't they?
it's getting better.
What's getting better?
The government since the last election.
Oh, really? You like Trump?
Oh yes.
Do you like Trump?
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't know. Do the Amish like Trump? I didn't know that.
Oh, probably 99% of
Are you serious? Mm-hmm. That's really interesting. How come the Amish like Trump so much?
his ideas, and Biden is more or less an antichrist.
Biden's a what?
Antichrist.
Oh, right.
Not at all.
So did most Amish vote for Trump? Do you know?
Oh, definitely.
Did they vote for Trump?
I wouldn't.
I didn't know if the Amish did vote. So the Amish do vote,
Yes.
and so you
Certain-
think most of them went for Trump?
There's areas that didn't or don't. We don't know. But we should lead a life that we can expect to go to heaven.
You can expect to go to heaven, right?
Yes. That's the only thing this life amounts to.
Well, I'm sure that your daughter and your wife are in a better place now.
Oh, absolutely.
That's at least you could take solace in that, right?
Yes. My wife, we were married for 53 years,
Wow.
and we never had an argument.
No way.
Nobody could
How's that
argue.
possible?
Nobody could argue with mom. You could have stepped on her toes and she wouldn't have argued with you.
Really?
No, you could.
Just an agreeable person, huh?
Yeah. And she always had a smile.
More than 50 years and no arguments, huh?
You're right.
Wow.
And she always had that smile. She did not have one enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Not one enemy.
One question for you about Amish tradition also. What is a popular misconception about the Amish that English people think they know about the Amish, but it is actually incorrect, that you could set straight?
Well, some of them think we can't smile. We don't have fun.
Some people think you guys don't have fun.
Yeah.
Well, they should come watch shuffleboard, shouldn't they?
Yeah. We were, my wife and I, 20 years ago, we were on a 10-day Caribbean port
Cruise?
cruise.
No way.
And
So you're allowed to go on cruises too?
yeah. We were at Jamaica, Costa Rica, Mexico, Cayman Islands.
Wow, so you're a traveler. Now, what's the best thing about being Amish, would you say?
Well, I'd say we've got a much better chance to stay away from the ways of the world, like drugs, alcohol, tobacco, all these bad habits,
Yeah.
and live a religious life. So we've got a very good chance to end up in heaven.
Okay. Is there anything bad about it, or is it all good? I mean, is there anything you wish would change about it, or
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm well satisfied.
you're happy with it the way it's been?
Yep.
That's great. So do you think I could find anybody who knows whether Harvey is here or not? I got him a couple things I wanted to give him, but if he's gone, then obviously he's gone.
Let me make a phone call.
Thank you.
Is the Harvey, the Huna,
Hey, about Harvey.
he's here.
He's here.
Yep.
Where can we find him?
Follow me.
All right. So we are following Aiden, and he is going to take us to Harvey, supposedly. So let's see how it goes. Hi there. I'm Dave.
Hello.
What's your name?
William?
William. How are you, William? Thanks, Aiden, for helping me out trying to find Harvey.
Okay. He's around. I'm not sure which.
He lives back here somewhere. This looks very familiar to me.
Okay.
You haven't seen him in a while, though, huh, Aiden?
No.
Let's see.
That door right
The blue one?
Yeah, the blue one.
Should we just knock on it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to scare him. Should we?
Oh, no. You won't scare him.
All right. You guys want to come with me, or should I go alone?
Well, if he shoots, well, you're by yourself. Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, Harvey. Hopefully he's not asleep. Hey, Harvey. Is he home? He might be over at the park by now, huh?
Very seldom.
It says in Spanish here. Look at that. It says, oh, cuarto.
What does that mean? I don't know.
Is it, well, cuatro means four. Or cuarto means room. I think it means room. Are there a lot of Spanish people? Are there a lot of Spanish people living here?
No.
Just Amish, right?
Yeah.
Harvey. Wonder if he's asleep.
Well,
He wasn't at the park earlier, although maybe he's at the park now, huh? Thought I heard something in there, though. It says it's got some Bible scripture here. I think, right? Harvey, where are you, man? Not home. Seems like he's not home, huh? Should I leave this treat for him at the? Should I leave it for him on his chair? Hopefully it won't melt. I brought him a whoopie because I know he has a real sweet tooth. Harvey does. He likes to eat pie and things like that. You know.
is the door locked?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry for your losses, and maybe I'll see you over at the shuffleboard.
Okay.
But God bless. Okay. Thanks so much for your help. I appreciate it. Nice park. So you got people here. They're playing checkers. People are playing chess. People are playing cards. All kinds of different stuff going on here. This is the card game over here. Very cool. More shuffleboard here. And playing against Jacob, who's from Indiana. Two other gentlemen down here. And let's see if we do better than we did last time. A little bit better this time. So far we're up by 42 to 21. Playing against Jacob and his partner, who Jacob was he's a retired harness. He had a harness shop up in Indiana. So far today, I am 2-2 in Amish shuffleboard. Lost the first two games, then I won the last two games. I'm getting a little better, though in fairness, my opponents in that match were not nearly as good. But I have not found Harvey, so I got to keep looking around, see if I can find him. Charlie, and he is Amish from Kentucky. What part of Kentucky?
Montfordville.
Montreville, and you're down here on vacation, right?
Yes,
and you
sir.
do like YouTube.
Yeah, I do. I love
That's
it.
awesome. So your parents do let you watch YouTube?
Yep.
I love
Yep,
it.
I just enjoy.
Is it really chill? Is it more relaxed than your community in Kentucky, or?
Yeah, because in Kentucky it goes either way. It goes hot, cold,
Mm-hmm.
freezing, snowing.
Well, are there like a lot of rules being Amish in Kentucky, or?
Yeah, we can't really have like anything electronic, like cars and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
We
But you
can't
could have
have that in
electric
Australia.
bike, I heard, though, right?
Yeah. we
So
can
no
rent them
cars and
out.
stuff like that. But wait, but you can't have electronic. But how do you use YouTube? I'm confused.
Well, there's like somewhere that we go. It's like we have to pay like $300 just to stay a night. But we go there to watch YouTube sometimes, and we usually just watch it.
Wait, you have to pay $300 to watch YouTube?
Well, no. Well, like, it's a massive tree house we stay in. It's
No
like-
way.
Yeah.
So let me check this straight. So you pay $300, you and your friends, you pay $300 to go to a tree house,
Well, me and my
then you
family.
can. Oh, your family. So you
Yeah.
go there with your family. You pay $300, and there you have internet, so you can watch
Yeah.
YouTube and all that stuff.
Yep. And that's usually when I start. That's usually when I.
That's
watch
when
it.
you watch your YouTube.
Yeah, that's
That's
when I watch
awesome.
it.
So at home you don't get YouTube.
Nah. we don't
'Cause
have
no
it.
computer or
Yeah,
anything?
Nothing like that.
So
no
like
phone.
basically you go on vacation sometimes, and on vacation you can do internet.
Yep. Yep.
But when you're at home, you're not supposed to do
Yeah,
it.
We're not supposed to.
So, but you're not when you're down here in Pinecraft. Can you watch internet and stuff?
Yeah. Well, here I can if I wanted to.
So here it's more relaxed.
Yeah, I'm on vacation, so. it's
Oh
really
my
nice
God,
here.
that's awesome.
I know.
So when you're on vacation, it's chill. You can do what you want.
Yeah, I can do whatever, but it's like in our church, so
Right.
wherever we're at, we're not allowed to have that.
So you got to kind of keep it low key
Yeah, we
and
do.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, what's the best thing about being Amish? that you like the
best
most?
thing is that we don't, we're not really mean. We don't, no, we're not, well, I'm not calling English people mean and stuff, but I'm just saying like we're chill.
You're kinder to each other, do you think?
Yeah, we're kind.
Like, so in Amish culture with kids, like there's no bullying, like you guys are actually
No.
nice to each other. Like
Yeah.
at your school, do you go to Amish school or regular public school?
Amish, yeah.
And the kids are actually nice to each other, like they don't
Yeah.
bully each other and stuff?
Yep.
That's super good. Are there fights or no?
No, there's absolutely no fighting.
So because of your religion, you're actually kind to each other, like you don't pick on each other, like
Yeah, because if we do that, then we'll get in big trouble if we.
really? Awesome. So that's the best thing about being Amish. What's the worst thing about it, or something you'd like to change?
Some things I like to change. Well, one thing I would like to change is that cars and stuff. I don't see why we can't have cars.
Yeah.
I don't see why we can't, but still.
So the car thing is frustrating?
Yeah, it's very.
So that's the one thing you would prefer to change?
Yeah, that's like one thing.
Well, do you think that might change at some point? Like
Maybe like
in
20,
10, 20?
50.
How old are you?
I'm only 14.
Oh, okay. So maybe by the time you're like eligible to drive, it could change, you think? Or
Yeah, no, probably give it like, it might 20 years, something like that. That's my.
Now, at what age do you get to choose whether you're going to continue to be Amish or not?
18.
Like that's at 18. So you got 4 more years, and do you think you'll continue with it,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna.
even with the driving stuff?
Yeah, even if I can't have a car or anything, I think I'm gonna.
So do you usually get around with bikes, or do you have like a
horse
like
and
horse?
buggy.
So you
Horse
do
and
have,
buggy.
but do you also have a bike at home too?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Is it a good life up in Kentucky?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It was nice sometimes.
Is school hard? Like, is it real?
No, it's pretty easy.
It's not too hard.
It's not that hard.
So basically, you got a good life.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's nice. And you get to come down here in Florida on vacation. That's pretty cool. You come every year?
Yeah, we come every year.
So it's
We
more
come
chill
usually-
down here. Like, this is
Yeah.
kind of a place where Amish can kind of relax.
Well, yeah, like this whole neighborhood's Mennonite and Amish. There's like no.
That's awesome.
It's
Not bad. What kind of work do your parents do?
My dad, he owns a cedar mill.
Oh,
down
nice.
down in Kentucky. And my mom, she stays home and cleans the house.
Nice. What would you like to do when you grow up?
Probably a carpenter, I'm pretty sure.
You want to be a carpenter?
I'm pretty
Are you
sure.
handy with stuff like that? Like, you're
Yeah.
good with working with your hands?
Yeah, I like working.
Man, it was really nice to meet you, dude.
Yep,
Some
yep.
really interesting people. That nice young man approached me. He said, "Hey, are you a streamer? Or are you a YouTuber?" I said, "Hell yeah, man. Nice to meet you, buddy." So I'm heading back over to Harvey's house to see if he's home yet. Gonna give him one more look, man. Let's see if Harvey's. Where the hell are you, man? Let's give him one more try. Man, there's some dilapidated trailers back here. I gotta tell you, man. Some really dilapidated trailers. Let's see if Harvey's here. Well, the whoopie pie is still sitting here, so I don't think that he is. The note and the whoopie pie are still here that I left him. So, Harvey, you home yet? I don't think he's here. Damn. Let's see if we can find anybody else who might know where he is. And I'm sorry, sir. Tell me your name.
I'm Noah.
You're Noah. And these, look, I gotta get these handsome guys on here. And what's this gentleman's name?
It's Wesley.
He's scared of me now. Wesley, don't be scared. And this gentleman again, tell me?
Brian.
And that's Brian. So these guys are from Michigan, and they're one of Harvey's neighbors. And you were saying Harvey talks a lot, right?
Yes, he does. Yep.
Does he ever tell you any good stories?
Oh, he doesn't tell me a lot of stories. He says some about his home life, but not a whole lot.
What do you guys like about Pinecraft? Like, what's your impression of this community? How long you been here?
We've been here since the day before Christmas.
And the first time, or you've been here previous years too?
This is the first time.
First year, and what do you think of it?
I like it. I mean, I really don't like the town life, but I like the interaction with other people, getting to know a lot of people from around.
So you met a lot of cool people?
Yeah,
Now, are you guys Amish or Mennonite, or?
we're Amish.
You're Amish. And so your community up in Michigan, is it a large Amish community? Is he honking at us?
Yes.
Community or small one, or how
I'd
large
say
is your
it's a
community?
small community.
It's a pretty small community. I'm gonna stand on
Yeah,
this side so
just-
you can both see.
Just 2 churches. in
This will
our
emphasize how short I am compared to you, but that's okay if I'm standing still. This is another one of your sons?
area. That's Jaden, yeah.
Oh my God, Jaden, are you the big son? Are you the old man?
Yep,
You are the dude, man. Are you the big brother?
yep,
Do you boss these guys around?
yep,
Do you really? And you're not even ashamed to admit it?
nope,
Do they listen to you if you tell them what to do? Do they do it?
yep,
So you're the boss man, huh? Give me a high five, buddy. Now this is the boss man, right?
yep.
You listen to what Daddy says? That's a good boy. Now, I'm sorry, how many kids did you said you had?
I have 3 boys.
So is your Amish community very similar to this one, or is this one more relaxed? Like, because people are here on vacation, they kind of just let their hair down a little bit, or like, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, this is more of a, we'd call it a New Order community here. They don't call themselves New Order, but they call themselves Amish. We'd be a little bit more conservative than they are.
What does the New Order Amish community mean? Does that mean they use technology and stuff, or?
They'd have cell phones. Some have smartphones. Not all of them. A lot would have.
Wait a second, I thought I thought only flip phones were good if you were Amish. I thought smartphones were no good.
No, there's Amish with smartphones.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But you've definitely seen Amish here with smartphones.
Yes.
What do you think about that? What's your opinion?
I think it's too much connection. Not enough. Not enough.
They're very distracting, aren't they? Smartphones, like, that's my opinion of them. I have one, obviously.
Not enough of a.
They're distracting.
Distinction between, or not enough separation from the society, I guess.
Yeah.
From our culture, what we try to.
Right.
We try to be more sheltered.
Right.
Not know so much of the news and everything.
Right. Do you try to stay out of politics and stuff like that, just to
Yes,
avoid it?
I hate politics.
Do you really? Okay, so you don't get involved in voting,
No.
stuff like that.
Nope, I don't vote.
And so your church up in Michigan does not allow smartphones, but they do allow flip phones.
No, we don't.
Oh, no flip phones either?
We don't have flip phones either, no.
So no flip phone either.
Nope.
So the New Order churches either do a flip phone or a smartphone.
A lot have flip
And your church would be considered a traditional Amish church?
or Old Order.
Old Order is what it's called.
Yep.
And so also, what is the other differences between Old Order and New Order?
A lot of New Order would have electricity in their house.
Okay. Would they? Full electricity?
Yeah.
Television set, like everything?
Oh, no.
No television set?
Not the computer or the
Okay.
television set.
Okay. So the New Order would not have the computer or the television set, but they would have a phone.
There are New Order settlements with computers for their work.
For the work.
But not.
Depends what your job is.
Right.
So if you need it for your job in the Old Order church, are you then allowed to have the computer, or no?
No, there's strictly no computers.
So, okay, so what sort of job do you have, may I
I do
ask?
construction.
Okay, so you don't need a computer?
No.
Perfect. But do any of your other friends, do all of your other friends do jobs that they do not need the computer?
Yes, I mean, in our community, there's no computers.
Totally. And what about, do you think things will change in the Old Order Amish church, like, 5, 10 years from now, or when your children are your age? Do you think things will be different, or you're trying to keep things the same, like the way as they are?
We kind of try to adapt as we need to. We try to go as slow as we have to stay. I mean, we don't want to be neck to neck with the world, but we also, at the same time, we want to be able to connect if we have to, stay in touch and.
Right. What about the role of women in the Old Order, the Amish community that you live in? So do women have jobs generally too, or they're only usually homemakers?
The married women don't. I mean, there's girls that work in like the bulk food store and stuff like that. But as in general, the women are the homemakers, yes.
Okay. But what happens with the shunning? Like, does that happen up in your community or no?
Sometimes, yeah.
And usually what is the offense? Like, what does somebody do wrong to get shunned?
Anything that...
Like commit a crime usually, or something like this,
or like adultery or something like that.
Ah, okay. So that could get you...
That would be a... That would be a
common one.
That would be the most common one.
That would be the most common one. And is that something that people vote on, or it's just, how does that happen? Like they go to the church and like, okay, this person did this thing wrong, so let's shun them, or how does it happen usually?
Through the voice of the church, everybody gets to tell their opinion or whatever. I mean, usually, so in our community we have a bishop.
He wants his ball. Let's get basically like the reverend or the minister, the bishop.
There's a bishop and then ministry.
The bishop will make. Oh, they got pickleball. So the bishop will make the final decision usually.
Well,
on stuff like that.
He will say what the options are, and then we kind of, I don't know, what do you call it? Vote? Not necessarily voting, but still everybody gives his voice.
Okay. What is the best and worst things about being Amish, or is there a worst thing? Is there something you'd like to change, and what is the best thing about it? What do you like most about it?
The thing I like most about it is the sheltered culture. The different, or trying to keep a difference between us and the world, keep the distinction. Just the separation. It's more of a separation there between us and the world.
And is there anything you would prefer to change?
I mean, being a human, yeah, of course there's always stuff that you think should be different, but as a whole, not really. One thing I would like to say is Amish is not a religion. Amish is a culture.
It's a culture.
Yes.
Right. You're Christians.
I think some people get that mixed up.
Confused.
Get that confused is Amish is not a religion.
Right.
Amish is a way of life.
That's a misconception, correct?
Yes.
All right, so let's see if I can find Harvey. I got my Amish hat back on today, and trying to blend in, fit in as well as I can. I do not have suspenders. So the Amish wear suspenders. They probably don't wear Travis Matthew polos either, but doing the best that I can here, folks. I've got some snacks for Harvey too, if he does happen to be home. I've got some cookies and treats for him. So let's see if we can find him. His trailer is back here somewhere. There it is. Harvey! I see somebody. Is that Harvey? Somebody's here. Hey, Harvey! How's it going, buddy? I found you. Dude, I've been looking for you, man. It's Dave. Remember me? I brought you the whoopie pies the other day. I finally found you.
Yeah, give me just a minute.
All right, thank you, sir.
I want to get some sand flew in. I'll try to get. I'll be down just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Harvey. All right, so Harvey's home. Oh, he's got some sand in his house. Harvey, how's it going, man?
Yeah,
it's good to see you, brother.
Sand flew in, so I was trying to get that cleaned up so it don't blow.
Dude, it's great to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Did they give you the whoopie pie I brought you?
Yeah. I got it.
I was worried somebody was going to steal it.
Yeah.
I brought you some more treats because I know you have a sweet tooth.
Oh yeah.
So we got some European hazelnut cookies here.
Oh yeah.
You do like cookies, I know that, right?
Yeah.
We got some European hazelnut cookies.
I'm trying to remember. I think I remember your face.
We played shuffleboard together. How could you How could you forget? Don't you remember?
Now I know.
We played shuffleboard together.
Yeah.
Remember, you told me you didn't. You told me you didn't know how to play, and then it turned out you were real good. Remember?
I saw your face looks familiar, but
let me take the sunglasses off. Does that help?
Well, maybe some.
Does that help a little bit? Now, I brought you some white chocolate. Do you like white chocolate?
Yeah.
Some Italian chocolate.
Give me a minute. I'm trying to keep that long.
Dave is my name.
Your face looked familiar, but I couldn't.
I tried to find you on Thursday.
I played you until you told me.
I tried to find you on Thursday. I couldn't find you. And then I got one more thing for you in there too. Also some peanuts too.
Yeah.
Do you like peanuts?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
We can either go in the house or there's a lighter on the other side of the house. Would you rather sit on the outside or would you rather?
Can we go in the house? Is it okay?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Go in
Thank
here.
you.
It's sand. Yeah, just stepping sand.
Sure. You had some sand. What was the problem?
Oh, the wind.
The wind blew some sand in your house?
It must be it's not too tight because there was.
Sure.
When I come out with my bare foot, oh, what's that? So
I hear you.
It's not too tight. So that's the reason I wanted to.
Wow, you got lots of stuff in here. Lots of water and stuff.
Give me a minute.
No. Take your time. Take your time.
That's the reason I wanted to clean this up yet.
Right.
Before I open, so it don't blow all over.
Yeah.
There is a scripture, like our church members Now they saw it outside our church.
Oh, because you told me about the shunning. Is
Yeah,
that what
about the
bothered them?
shunning, Yeah.
That's what bothered them, the shunning part?
Well, and maybe I also told you about John Paul, like having masturbation and stuff like that.
Oh, the masturbation stuff.
I think I maybe have told you about it. Anyhow, what they were up to, being I talked to you outside of our church members, they got on to me, and I had to like in church I had to how do you say, repent or
You had to confess?
confess.
Like you made a sin?
I had to do that because I talked to you and let.
Oh, no.
They thought I let out too much of our church things.
Oh, no, man. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. I'm
I'm really sorry.
I'm not going to blame you for.
You didn't do anything wrong, though.
I'm just telling you what happened. They didn't like it. So
But you didn't do anything wrong.
Well, anyhow, even if it wasn't anything wrong, they got on to me about it because they thought I shouldn't have taught outside of our church members. Like, I mean, that's what they thought. Okay, now.
All right, so do me a favor. Today, don't tell me nothing that's going to get you in trouble,
Yeah,
okay, buddy?
Yeah.
First of all, I think what bothered them probably was you talking about the shunning, because that
Well,
stuff is very
shunning-
sensitive, the shunning.
Shunning, yeah.
So you explaining about the and the masturbation stuff. You probably shouldn't have.
Some other things like Thomas Peacher, he also told you some.
He told me things too.
Yeah, but probably the shunning and the masturbation stuff.
The shunning and the masturbation.
It's probably
So
hard.
do me a favor. Today, let's not talk about no shunning and no
We're just going
masturbation.
to be careful what we say. We
No-
can talk, but let's.
But there's nothing wrong with, hold on though, you didn't do anything wrong, okay?
Well-
So they shouldn't have made you confess anything because you didn't commit any sin. You didn't do anything wrong.
Since you seem to be a good person, I don't think it might not have hurt. But some people, they said some people didn't. Oh, how did they say? Some people either didn't think good of or something. I forget just the words for sure. But they said some people didn't think good about it or they didn't like some. They
Listen.
didn't like it one way or another.
Listen, there's a lot of Amish people who are kind of a little secretive, let's be honest.
No,
A little secretive. Like they don't want English to know
Yeah.
about the Amish and the
Well,
customs. You don't mind it?
I don't mind it that much because he pays me.
Well, how much do you get? Is it per hour or per day?
Oh, he doesn't really, I don't really charge by the hour. I do get Social Security. And since I had Social Security, I remember when I lived in south part of Indiana, they say they can't charge since they have Social Security. They can't charge, but we can give them something. And so this is the way Dave does. He more or less, I don't charge by the hour, but he more or less pays me like if we work, sometimes 5 or 10. If we don't work so long, maybe 5 or 10, but if we work a while, it's maybe 20 or 30 and sometimes more. It's just all depends on how long it works, and sometimes depends how about
$20 or $30 per day?
Well, that would be just part of the day.
Part of a day.
Well, okay, let me think.
If you work all day long for him, how much does he pay?
Sometimes we work in the forenoon, like starting 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe not always at the same time.
Okay.
But in the forenoon, and sometimes now it was a while that we worked in the afternoon. But if he evicted, or when the flood was,
Right. The hurricane?
then we worked like forenoons and afternoons, and then I don't know, did I ever get 60 or sometimes whether give me time to think a little bit, whether I ever got 100 a day or not. But if I work longer, I get more. But
Right.
he just more or less pays me donation or however. So
Well, it's not a donation if you're doing work.
he pays me.
Right. In
but
cash?
I don't charge by the hour. I remember around 8 to 11 or 10:30, maybe 20, 25 or 30. I think sometimes he might have a better mood, pays me a little more.
Right. Depends on his mood.
And it seems like, I'm not sure.
Right.
So that
So no, but you personally, like looking around here, there's no television set
No.
or computer. So you personally do not watch TV
No, we
or
don't have TV.
right. Like, do you ever get bored and think, hey, I wonder what's on TV, or I wonder what's on the internet?
No, but that doesn't. I got budgets to read. And
What do you got to read?
stuff.
What is that to read?
Budget.
What is it?
News.
Oh, it's a newspaper.
Yeah, it's like.
What is the budget?
The
What is?
Amish and the Mennonites write in.
Oh,
See, read the top of it.
it says the budget.
Yeah, wait a minute. Give it to me once. I'll show
Right.
you something.
This is an Amish and Mennonite newspaper?
More
Take a
or
look.
less.
Let's see. And how many?
Right here.
Yeah.
Read.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
Yes. 50,000 readers each week in plain communities across the Americas. Wow. And you got a whole bunch of copies of this, huh?
And I got a bunch of them.
Why do you have so many?
Well, I'm behind reading them.
Oh.
I used to keep it up more or less, but
But this is all from, oh no, it's once a month, this newspaper. Oh no, once a week? This comes out?
once a week. Yeah, once a week. Okay.
So if you're bored, you can read the newspaper. That's what you like to do?
Oh, I'm not really bored. I necessarily don't get bored.
If you did get bored, I mean.
Well, not to be mean to you, but I necessarily don't get bored. I got so much work, and then if I get time, I read these. But I used to have them, keep it up more or less, but I'm so busy with work, I just hardly. There's a stack over there. Under that, I'm not going to hold up.
Here's the important thing. Are you happy with your life the way it is?
Oh,
Like, is
yeah.
everything going okay? Are you happy?
I'm happy, but I just noticed that we're not together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what God's going to do about that, about my family being saved or me being saved. I realize we're not together, but since I can't do anything about it, it's just take the chance what I have here.
So what you're telling me is you're happy with your life, basically,
yeah.
the way that things
Well,
are. And
But let's say it this way, I am happy, although I'm
in your community tells you said something wrong or tries to give you a hard time, tell them, no. Tell them, I did do nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
I can tell them this.
You tell them to contact me. If they got a problem,
Hey,
tell them to contact me because you're a good man.
then they can tell
Let
them.
me tell you something,
I mean, you
Harvey,
talk to 'em.
and remember this. If anybody has a problem with you in this community, then they got a problem with me too, because you are a good man. Hey,
So end it.
Harvey, take care of yourself,
Yeah,
buddy, all right? You want
I'm
to walk
glad-
me out?
I'm glad you
All right.
stopped in.
It was nice to see you, brother.
Yeah, okay.
You be good, all right?
You ever get around?
You be safe.
Yeah.
All right?
You ever get around? You want to see me again? It's just. I'm not saying you have to come again.
No,
but
of course I will.
But,
I'll stop in and see you again. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well.
You enjoy yourself, all right?
Yeah, and I want to wish you everything I should.
Thank you so much, brother.
Uh,
You're the best, Harvey.
Whatever God wants you to have.
Thank you so much, Harvey. I wish the same for you. God bless you, okay, buddy?
Well, thanks.
God bless. So, super interesting seeing Harvey again. And for me to be here a year ago, I know some of you are going to tell me I shouldn't have interviewed him a year ago, shouldn't have done any of that. Well, listen, does he have some issues? Yeah, he's got some issues, just like everybody does. He was upset. A year ago, he was still really upset about the shunning because it was still very fresh, right? Now I think he's a little bit better. You know, he's kind of resigned himself to the fact that he was shunned and he can't go back to his family up in Ohio. But obviously some members of the community did not like him telling me about his shunning, and you know, the stuff about him and masturbation and all that, that was a little crazy. He probably shouldn't have been talking about that stuff, and I probably should have edited it out. You know, I'm not perfect, folks. Sometimes I do stupid things. I probably should have edited some of that stuff out. Now, I don't think anything at all that Harvey told me today should be controversial. So, you know, if any of these people have a problem with him, those are just fucking sorry ass people who, you know, if anybody has a problem with Harvey, as I told them, they got a problem with me. Call me, contact me if you got a problem. Please do not tell Harvey he needs to confess some sins or any bullshit like that. I think that is complete crap. And I don't know, I just don't like it. Because he is a very sweet man. Yeah, he's not perfect just like any of us, but Harvey is a super good dude, and he hasn't done anything wrong. And he's just trying to tell me, answer questions, and tell me about what the Amish life is like. And it was interesting hearing him tell his story about being shunned. And that's it, folks. I hope you have enjoyed this video. And if you have, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Until then, goodbye from Pinecraft and Amish Spring Break.